Hey everyone, so I thought I would sit down and film a video all about my teeth because loads of you have asked me so many questions about them and it's just easier to put it all in one video. So yeah, so I put the questions on my phone, so I'm just going to go through them and answer them. These are like the most asked questions. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is like where I went and the process and stuff. So I went to Harley Street Smile Clinic, which is obviously on Harley Street in London. And the reason I went there is just because of they have such an amazing reputation, and I went through their website and looked at all the before and afters and I was like in love with everyone's teeth on there, so I was like, I need to go there. There's also a guy in Liverpool that I was going to go to who is insane. He's incredible at teeth as well, but to go to Liverpool it's kind of like 5-6 hours away from me, so it's kind of annoying to keep going up there backwards and forth. So to get to London and stuff's a lot easier for me, so I just decided to go to London. The only problem when you go to London is you do pay London prices, which is a lot more. I think you pay for what you get at the end of the day, and I wanted to make sure I paid a bit more. The exact result that I wanted, so that's why I went there. So the first thing I did was I went for a consultation, and that's where they take a picture of your current teeth and then they will basically upload it onto their computer and they'll design your new teeth, so you can see what your new teeth are going to look like before you even get them done, which is like so cool. So you can basically sit there and design your teeth with the dentist and basically tell them what you're looking for, what you want. So I didn't go there thinking I wanted to get veneers. I just wanted to enhance my smile and even it out because I had a bad habit of grinding my teeth, but only on one side of my mouth. So my teeth on this side of my mouth were getting shorter and my teeth on this side were still the same. So these teeth were getting shorter, these ones were the same, and it was looking it started to look quite noticeable. In pictures and stuff it was annoying me, so I just basically went there and said I wanted to even out my smile, and they basically advised me the best thing to do was to have 8 upper veneers. So I was like a bit like scared because I always thought that they had to shave your teeth down to little pegs, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't want that to happen to me. But they didn't do that. So that was another question that loads of you asked me, was do they shave your teeth all the way down? I think it depends on the person, but for my case he shaved them the tiniest bit that when I saw them once they'd been shaved I was like, has he even done anything? Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't hardly noticeable at all, so I was like really shocked because I always thought that you had to have your teeth shaved all the way down. But again, I think it does depend on the person. If you've got he did say to me though that my teeth were really straight, like quite straight before, so it wasn't going to be that hard to do. So yeah, I did have braces when I was younger. When I was like 13-14 I had braces for 2 years because my teeth were like, these two were quite far forward, they were all quite uneven. So I did have braces for 2 years, and when I had my braces off I loved my teeth so much, I literally loved them. And then as the years have gone on they start to move back, and then again I was grinding this side of my mouth and these teeth were getting shorter and these ones weren't, and it was just looking uneven. And I'm so obsessed with straight teeth, straight white teeth. I've always been obsessed with, like I've whitened my teeth since I can remember, which is so bad by the way, but I just love really good teeth. So anyway, so I went there for my consultation. That was the first thing. Then the second appointment was to get my temporary veneers. So the reason why you get your temporary ones is purely because it gives you 2 weeks to decide if you like them, if you want to change anything, before the lab make your actual veneers, because once you've had these ones put on they ain't coming off basically. So you get your temporary veneers for 2 weeks, and in that appointment you get to choose the shade of white that you want as well, which is cool. So I had my temporaries obviously for 2 weeks, and at first when I first got them done I thought they were too big. I was like really paranoid. I was like, oh my god, like I think they're too big, but he designed them to fit my mouth because my teeth before were too small for my mouth, so he designed my teeth slightly bigger so that it would suit my mouth, and it definitely suits my mouth a lot more now. But at the time when I first got them, my temporaries, I was like, I look crazy. But it literally changes your whole entire face. It changes you so much, so it is a very drastic change. If you're thinking about getting it done, just be aware. Anyway, so what they did was they injected me with anaesthetic, and drilled them. They also did gum contouring, which is where they kind of like get rid of some of your gum, because I had quite a lot of gum over my teeth. So he basically took away some of my gum, which, by the way, it doesn't hurt because you don't feel anything, but it smells disgusting. He was like, right, this is gonna stink, like, I'm shaving your gums, so it's gonna smell like burning. And it did. It made me feel a bit sick. But yeah, so I have my mouth, you have your mouth completely numb, so you can't feel anything, but it is weird because you can see what they're doing and you can kind of like, you can hear these drills and stuff, so it's a bit scary, but you don't feel any pain, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, so you have that, they drill the teeth or whatever they do to your teeth, just reshape them, or if, I don't know, some cases you might have to have your teeth shaved down, I don't know, it depends on the person, but I didn't. They just shaved over the front of my teeth and then filed them down a tiny bit, like literally the tiniest bit, and then put my temporary teeth on. And yeah, so when I first got my temporaries I was like, jeez, I was like, these are so big, but yeah, I got used to them after the 2 weeks and I really liked them, so I basically had my permanent ones exactly the same as my temporaries, except these are, when you get your temporary ones, they're a lot thicker. These ones are very thin porcelain. That's what another thing that I was scared of. I didn't want chunky teeth, because I've seen a lot of people that have veneers that have very chunky teeth, like thick, do you know what I mean? And when he showed me these ones, he showed me them, they're like so thin and they feel just like normal teeth, like they feel really thin, they don't feel thick, whereas like my temporary teeth, they felt really thick because they are only literally a temporary mould that goes over your teeth to protect them until you get your real ones. Your temporary ones for 2 weeks, you can decide if you like them or not, if you want to make any changes before you get your permanent ones, and then yeah, then I went back and got my permanent ones. But then with your temporary ones, you don't get the shade that you want. You basically they basically just match them to your natural teeth, and then you pick the shade on that appointment. So I picked number 2, which is not the brightest shade, but the one down. My teeth were really white before. My teeth were only a shade 3, so I basically went up 1 shade from my natural teeth colour. So I went to number 2. Number 1, there's a drastic change between number 2 and number 1. Like, this is number 2 and they're very white, and number 1 is like hella white. Like, number 1 has got that blue tinge and it's very false looking, and that's not what I wanted. Like, I wanted really straight nice teeth, but I didn't want them to be like in your face, if that makes sense. So I didn't go for number 1, which is the brightest shade. I went for number 2. Yeah, did it hurt? No, it didn't hurt because you don't feel anything because your whole mouth is numb. So you don't feel anything, but it's weird when they take your temporary teeth off, because they basically crack. It sounds like they're basically pulling all your teeth out, because it's like this cracking noise and it makes you feel a bit funny. But I hate the dentist, bearing in mind, like, I used to be scared of the dentist because I had 2 teeth out when I was younger and I hated it when I got my braces. So I was like, I've wanted to get veneers for the last sort of 2-3 years, but I've been putting it off just because I'm purely scared of the dentist. But when I went there for my consultation, I felt so comfortable, and they made me feel really comfortable and not that scared. I was shaking though I was shaking in the dentist chair when they were putting the anaesthetic in my mouth. I think that's the worst part, is being injected with that, because if you're not very good with needles, the needles are quite long, and when he was injecting my gum here, like, I'm not joking, I could feel the needle like in my nose. Like, it was that long, it was like there, I could feel it and it was really painful. But yeah, that was quite painful. But then once your mouth's numbed, it's all good, you can't feel anything. So the cost, this is a massive thing that everyone's asked me, is the cost, how much did it cost? So I paid £850 per tooth, but they had a deal on when I went, so they do have deals on every now and then. So yeah, I got a good deal because I basically went when there was deals on. And yeah, that is obviously very expensive, but I have wanted my teeth done for years, so, you know, I saved, it's all good. That is, I think, all the questions. There wasn't that many. So yeah, they didn't shave my teeth down, but then again, I don't know if it depends on the person, because I don't really know. I don't know if you've got really bad teeth, you might have to have your teeth shaved down. I don't really know. Anyway, mine, I didn't get shaved down that much, like the tiniest bit. It wasn't even noticeable. It doesn't hurt because you get anaesthetic, so it doesn't hurt, but you just feel a bit strange. And also, loads of people asked me if it feels any different than normal teeth, and it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't. I don't feel like I've got veneers. I just feel like I've got normal teeth. And also they are individual, by the way, they're not just one big block. When you get your temporary teeth, it's one big block that you just put over your teeth, so it's quite chunky, whereas these are like individuals, so you can obviously floss your teeth and everything like you normally do. So yes. You can't whiten them. Most people ask me, you can't whiten your veneers. Yeah, so I didn't get my bottom teeth done because they were actually quite straight anyway, and he basically just like filed the tops of them so they were all the same length, and my bottom teeth have always been fine. They've never been that bad. I've never really cared about them. Also, you can't really see them anyway, so yeah, I think that is everything, guys. So if you have any more questions, let me know, tweet me or comment below and I'll answer them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah. I know people are going to be like, why did you get them done? They were fine before. I didn't like them before, okay? I just didn't like them. If you are going to get them done, make sure you really think about it before you do it, because it's very dramatic change. It changes your whole face. It's honestly a bit crazy. Like, I didn't expect it to be that different. I love it now, but at first I was like, I feel like I've got massive teeth because I had smaller teeth before. But you get used to it, and I love mine now. But yeah, just make sure you really think about it before you do it. I think that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you want to see next. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye!